Alright. Yeah. Dear Frau Merkel, dear Mr. Trump, it is in the middle of the night and I did not want to ever have to record a message like this. I have much more fulfilling and exciting things going on in my life. But as a concerned citizen of Germany, I cannot stay silent anymore. I know that the probability of anyone besides me ever watching this video is extremely low. Still, I had to record this message, even if it was just to document my points of view for myself. Um, Dear Mr. Trump, you cannot randomly order to murder people in other sovereign nations. By doing so, you yourself are by definition a war criminal. This is not the first case of you assisting murder. I have not forgotten the attacks on Syria 2017 and 2017 that you ordered. Yeah, I watched the Security Council meetings back then. It was ridiculous. Yeah, what you call foreign policy is barbaric, illegal, and against international law. You, Donald Trump, are a war criminal. Do you understand it? All the bullshit talk from you on Twitter and from your fucking accomplice, Mike Pompeo, is nothing but that. It's just bullshit. It's like reading the justifications of psychopathic, barbaric murderers with not yet fully developed, not really functioning children's brains, okay? It's just bullshit, okay? You cannot just fucking randomly kill people in foreign nations. You can't, man. Like, what? There's probably no outcry in the international community because we got so used to the so-called free nations of the NATO under leadership of the USA killing and murdering and terrorizing other countries for decades now. Many people got designated and used to the status quo. Many people do not know better. Many people do not know that US presidents like the Bush, Clinton, and Obama were and are war criminals too. They ordered to murder people in foreign nations on the basis of lies and disinformation, just like you did. They are war criminals because the United Nations Security Council did not approve their horrible plans. Yeah, so I guess I'm a YouTuber now. So as proof for my accusations, or for those facts I just stated, I'll link them below so you can look them up for yourself and form your own opinion and have no other choice but to agree with me, because all these people and you, Donald Trump, they are all war criminals, okay? War criminals. Yeah, so for all the people who still think that Trump was kind of in the right to kill that so-called horrible general of Iran, I will demonstrate my point. Just imagine the outcry if the Iran attacked a US government official or any US citizen on the territory of the United States of America, or if they killed said American in another country. Yeah, just imagine that. Like, just fucking imagine if the Iran said, oh, this American general, he is, I would say, our information services say, this guy is a really bad person, and we have to kill him, and so our Iranian fighter jets, they fly over to the United States, and they fucking kill that person, or they send missiles and bomb a place in America, but because this general is supposed to be there, and kill him and kill maybe some other people too. But they fucking like violate the airspace and kill this guy in America, or kill this American general in Germany or whatever. Do you see how wrong that is? Do you see like how it's unbelievable? And that's what the US does since decades. It's mad. It's ridiculous. And you do it too, Mr. Trump. So yeah. Now that you look at it like this, it is blatantly obvious for everyone to see who the aggressor in this conflict is. The US has no right to be in the airspace of foreign nations exactly the same way the other nations have no right to be in the airspace of the US, let alone fucking kill people, okay? Nobody, no state is allowed to kill. Well, they can have their own rules. So, Saudi Arabia can say that they, have, or the United States also can have the death penalty, and they can kill their own citizen if they want, which is, which I disagree with, but they can make these rules, but they cannot attack and kill people in other countries. That's illegal. That's, yeah. So, yeah. Now we are, I have to talk to you, Frau Merkel. Dear Frau Merkel, we are a representative democracy in Germany right now. I did not vote for you, but nevertheless you still represent me. Please stop assisting this war criminal. Please stop assisting him indirectly by staying silent, as you often do. Please stop assisting him indirectly by tolerating US military bases like Ramstein in Germany. It is possible to say no. The biggest successes in recent German foreign politics were Schröder, who refused to take part in the illegal and terrible war in Iraq in 2003, and as you know, he won his re-election with that, and Westerwelle, who refused to take part in the illegal and terrible war in Libya in 2011. And they were right in their decisions. I mean, look at it. Look at Iraq now. Look at Libya now. Libya is a totally failed state. Westerwelle was right. Schröder was right. If I remember correctly, I'll link it below if the number is wrong. But I think that estimates were that from 100,000, between 100,000 and 1 million people were killed in Iraq. And it's a disaster there right now. Like, it's horrible. And the US did terrible things, and Germany said no, and it was the right decision to say no. Okay. In retrospective, we see this, and history should not repeat itself, and we should not do the same mistakes over and over and over and over again, and should not support the America and Trump in bombarding and starting war again, this time with Iran. It's just ridiculous. It's mad. It's just totally mad. We want to have a stable world, and a peaceful and world where people can thrive and can live and can live joyfully together. And it's possible. It's totally possible. It's even easier than making war all the time. Yeah. So no, I abgeschweift. This was German, sorry for that. But yeah, this is not about party politics. This is about being human and being honest and being a straightforward person, okay? This is about of being a straightforward person with guts who is not afraid to do the right thing. To do the right thing like Schröder did and like Westerwelle did, okay? And now you think, oh no, the consequences of being that brave would be horrible. That we would have to support our American allies no matter how many more war atrocities they commit. You could not be further from the truth. There would be people who would not like your change in foreign policy, and people like me who would cheer you on for it. I would say that it is worth the risk. I know that. You know that. Your heart knows that. Your heart knows that it's right, to say stop. Like somewhere, there has to be like a red line. And, Trump, as a not really liked person internationally, makes it easy for you to say no, It's not like the Nobel Peace Prize guy Obama, like black guy Obama, and like everybody liked him, and and still he like committed many atrocities, like all these illegal drone strikes and the illegal ongoing wars that were started under Bush and all that stuff, and all these illegal spying programs, and lots and lots of wrong things going on under the Obama administration. But like he was liked internationally, so it would have been like harder for you to say no. But if you have a lunatic like Trump, it's really easy to distance yourself from him and say, like, fuck, no, my stance as a German chancellor is really clear, and I do not support this at all. I will, if the US is going to, threaten Iran further and like killing random people in other nations, and especially in Iran, because like that's the most dangerous part right now, then we close. Germany is forced to close the fucking US based Rammstein in Germany, and does not support ridiculous policies like this anymore. Yeah, so that's about that. And now it's to all the people in the world, in Germany and in America. I wish all the people in the world to wake up and realize that we have the power, that we as the people have the power, and that we do not have to accept the current power structures. Powerful people only have power as long as we grant it to them. As soon as people question this power, those people lose power, and if nobody sees them as powerful anymore, they can't order anything anymore. It's actually quite simple. And if we get to that stage, then people like Trump, they will be just old, sad, and lonely men that rightfully nobody has to listen to anymore. Okay? Then people like Trump can think about the atrocities they committed in a prison cell and eat their so-called, do you remember that? Hamburgers? I'll link the tweet below. Trump can't even spell hamburgers right. He wrote hamburgers. His brain doesn't work. Yeah, and then people like him are no harm to world peace anymore. I wish us all a great and productive and beautiful year 2020, and let's question the status quo, and a really good start for my American friends would be to vote for Bernie Sanders in 2020. And the only maybe valid concern I actually see, like I followed the last elections quite intensively, because like already last time I thought it was a once in a lifetime chance for the American people to finally do the right thing, and politicians like Bernie Sanders, with a heart like Bernie Sanders, and a brain like Bernie Sanders, with a track record like Bernie Sanders. Like, look what he did in his when he was mayor, and what he did in the Senate, and all his policies. It just makes sense. Okay, people like him, like to be able to vote for people like him is a once in a lifetime chance. I already thought that last time, but now it's probably now it really counts. Just vote for Bernie Sanders, and that would be absolutely amazing. Yeah. And then the only valid concern, that some people, like the only concern that I could see some people point out as valid, is the age of Bernie Sanders. And to that I have to say that you could research about Konrad Adenauer. I'll also put a link in the description. And he was the first German chancellor after the Second World War. And he was 73 years old when he became chancellor for the first time. And he was in that powerful position until he was 87 years old. Okay. So, age is also, age just shows that he has a great track record. He does what he says he does. And everybody can check it, and it does not count against him, but it's for him. It's wisdom that comes with age. Okay. And I would welcome everyone to research Bernie's stance on everything, but in this context of this video, also like thoroughly research his stance on foreign policy. And Bernie Sanders has a heart of gold, and he wants the best for the American people and the world and, you know, our common future. So, you know, that would be a great step in the right direction. Yeah, that's about it. That was my second take. I know it's not perfect, but you know, I don't want to waste too much time on that. Like I said, I have other things to do, and but that was really important, and yeah, yeah, it would be great if the American people would make a wise decision in 2020. And you know, if you do a little bit of research, there's just one answer, and that is Bernie Sanders. Yeah, you can take this case, just check out what Bernie Sanders said to this recent attack of Donald Trump, and check out what, for example, like all the other candidates, like Elizabeth Warren or somebody else, said, and you will realize that, you know, you have to vote for Bernie Sanders, and you know, then, you know, the future will be a bit brighter, and you know, yeah, it would be, you know, nobody would have to record stupid videos like this at, I actually don't know what time it is, like 2 a.m. Yeah, which is quite ridiculous. So, you know, with that, I'll end. See you all. Peace out.